Okay, it's Friday evening and I'm bored and I got a bunch of goodies. So let's have a look at the goodies. Oops, need to put my screwdrivers away. Don't need those out. So for the camera that I had, the wireless cam, I picked up some batteries to power it and I didn't even know these actually existed. But it has a USB connector and you charge it with this cable. That means I have 4 batteries. So you end up putting it in, like so. And voila, it claims to be 5,400 milliwatt hours. I think that's what the small m means. But they said in the documentation I'll have to cycle them a couple of times, 3 or 4 times, before they're fully in their life. But hey, I like those 9 volts. And yes, I have a big mug of tea. So, an item I ordered a while ago on AliExpress arrived. I don't need the envelope. So this is an actual micropython board. And I have to say, the picture doesn't do it justice. It's tiny. So that's it. Running a STM32F405. And lots of pins on it. And potentially a battery connector too, right here. There's a lot of pins on this thing. And you can see on here that they've like double rowed it here and lots there. So I have 2 of them. And I did try at work. Oops, dropped the bag. I did try at work loading something on them and it worked. That was MicroPython style. But it shows up a lot like the Circuit Pythons. So put that back in there. And this is another one. Oh, I'm missing something I need over here. Yes, I need the damn knife. Yeah, I need the knife. So they kind of sealed these in a little bit of a weird way. Yeah, let's do it the more nastier and easier way. Have our little trash can here. Empty out. And there's the other one. So 2 of those. And I also ordered some actual Raspberry Pi cameras. And they came with some extra cables, a long one like this. There's a yellow one I have over there. And there's actually 2 cameras in this thing. There were 2 stands. And these little infrared side lights. And of course, 2 ultra powerful little screwdrivers. Ooh. So take that out. And that I will just put over there in the box stuff. So in here is the camera. And here's another of these longer white cables. But here's the one for the Raspberry Pi Zero. So now I liked it so much I actually went and got another kit. They were not expensive at all. About I think 18 bucks or something like that, or 15 bucks for 2 cameras. So and a little stand. And in here, of course, is the little camera with a shorter cable on it. There we go. One camera. Ta-da! Little lens cap on it. And it has this little circly thing on it. Right here, it's threaded. Yeah, so you can focus it. Not too bad. So the idea is these little light fixtures on the other one over here. These things. Let me just get one of them out of the bag. They're supposed to go like this. Or like this. Probably more like this. So then you put the screws to the whole thing, into the whole thing, into the stand. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Or later. Put this back in its bag. Whoops. Let us put the cap on before we damage the lens. Not that I know if the lens is glass or not. It could be plastic. Yeah, so just armated. Warranty, I dropped it. There we go. So that's that, and that's that. And that's that for those. I will put my empty boxes over there. We need some more tea. So, because I can never get enough Adafruit stuff, I have more Adafruit stuff. Adafruit stuff. So what do we got in here? Well, one thing I wanted right away was the card for the Raspberry Pi Pico pin reference. I saw there were, I have the picture of it, but I wanted the card. Hey, is this card a sticky card? No, it's just a cardboard card. Okay, so that's that. They gave me some free stuff. Breakaway pins, you know, the usual things. This is a shell for a Raspberry Pi. This is the freebie item they give you if you buy enough stuff. And this one happens to be a magnetometer. And then what we got here, and when I was putting the camera on my other Raspberry Pi 0W, I damaged the camera thing, this port right here. I didn't realize the thing was so fragile. So ideally you take this out like so, and you take the copper cable. Let's find the copper cable here. Like so. And this end of the copper cable. And we want, I believe the pin direction is down, so the black side up, like so. And we stick it in the slot. Like so. My problem is I thought it was one of those ones you flip up. No, it's just one you have to push down, and this is the tricky part. Be very, very careful of that. But there you go. You feeling sleepy? Very sleepy? No, anyway. That's the Raspberry Pi. And I'll just put it in its static bag. So this is the Raspberry Pi 0W. It has wireless. So we'll put that there. This is the other same freebie they gave me last time, these proto boards. Now, I realized I was short on the house, this guy here, the cables on the side. They gave me 2 of these. And I think I just might have ordered the wrong sex. Those are all female. I think I wanted male. Adafruit feather with Wi-Fi. They keep talking about the feather, so I decided to get one. I wanted another Rgb Matrix for a Pi. Wanted just another one. And Yeah, I did. But luckily, I have ordered from. Once I realized how those connectors worked, these guys here, right? Yeah, 3-piece socket. Yeah, I should have gotten the other side 3P pin, but oh well, that doesn't matter. But I realized that AliExpress had some suppliers had the kits to make those, so I got some of the kits. So this is Adafruit 1.3 OLED bonnet. So let's have a look at this. This is a thing that keeps showing on the screen, the nice bright whatever. And what is this? Oh, this goes on here, like so. So the idea is this goes onto your Raspberry Pi, like so. Okay. And this one here, Rgb Matrix Bonnet. Now, this is the one I didn't have. I have the RGB Arduino hat. I have the Pi Matrix hat, and I have the Matrix Portal one. This is an alternate to the other one. This is, yeah. So, 5 volts out for the panel. Panel's cable. No one can be told what the Matrix Bonnet is. You have to see it for yourself. La 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 la. That's pretty funny. So, it's that one. Then what do we have here? Oh, a Featherwing OLED in an adult-proof packing. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we do have get some parts. So legs, of course. So there's our little screen. And some buttons. 128 by 64 LED for the Featherwing. And then it connects by these wrong cables that I have. Yes. Maybe there's some other stuff under here. That's that one. Adafruit Mag Tag. They keep talking about this one too, so I decided to get one too. Let's see what's in the mag tag. This is, I think, paper display. Yep. Oh, neato. It's got an ESP32 rover on it. We've got a whole bunch of ports on it. We got a nice on and off switch. Yep. And it says mag tag because once you turn the power off on these things, they retain whatever the last thing they saw. Cool. What's this? This is feather hoo-ha. Isn't that what the military do when they say hoo-ha? Oh, I don't know. So let's go. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, another wireless board, of course. A different feather. Reset, hoo-ha, room. Same one as the other one. Give me a short row of pins and a long row of pins. Oh, yeah. Okay. I get the trick. Yeah. We have a bunch of soldering to do tomorrow. Okay. What's that? I picked up another book. How do I get the book out? Oh, I need a probe. I need some more tea. There we go. Just some packing material. So this is Getting Started MicroPython, the Raspberry Pi Pico. Oh, interesting. Nice looking book. Ooh, it smells very book newy. New book. Toggle versus value interrupts and handlers. longer light using a breadboard. Of course, we know how to use that. Cool. Okay. So keep the box. I kind of like these boxes. They're great for holding things. Okay. So we have a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. I don't need the plastic. It can go there. All these guys. And yes, my screwed up, not thinking about the cables. This guy here. No case. That must be the header for the Raspberry Pi Zero. Okay, so put all those over there. And these guys. And this freebie. And I think I'll just put them over here for the moment. My little card. Parts list. Okay. Did I stick that under here and here? I don't even know. Could be. So I'll just stick it under there. I'll have to sort this out. Yeah, so why did I do that? Maybe. Just a sec. Nope. I definitely screwed up. Definitely screwed up. That's okay. To pay better attention next time when I do this. It's lucky these are only like $1 or something like that. Or 75 cents or something like that. So it's not like they're very expensive. I'll need that for that. And later, the book. Let's put the book in here for a moment. Now, two super ninja style screwdrivers. I think I'll just put them up there. Oh, that's hard on the shoulders. Okay. Now, something else. I started this in 2019 and it's now 2021. So, you might remember. I'll just get it out. Actually, I'll get a shorter cable for this. And I need a... Nope, not one of those. No, I do need this cable because it's the oddball connector on this. Not oddball, it's just old connect style connector. So this has that guy. So this is the Cypress. And it says on the chip here, Cypress CYC 6001 19A, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So basically what this is a data acquisition device. It goes together with SIGROC and PulseView. So SIGROC is a command line tool and a set of libraries and stuff that all go together to allow you to acquire data from various hardwares, from these guys to oscilloscopes to digital multimeters. And I have one of those multimeters here that actually does it. But the big thing about this, and we'll just plug it in here. And we'll go show the desktop. And we come over down here and just get rid of this. We want this. So we do a D message on this. We'll see right here. Device FX2 device. So Cypress FX2. Okay. Da 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 da. Sound HD audio. I don't have HD audio. Okay. So what I'm caring about here is Now, let's see this one here. Does it start? Sometimes you have to do the linker line on this. Um, no, I think I have to be root to do this. Sorry, secret superstar. See, I even typed in the wrong screen. Okay, turn it back on again. Okay, turn that one on again. Okay, now let's just see here. Control Alt LD. Control R. Okay, we don't have it. So let's go find the browser. I need the line because the libraries are not being found. So I had to, you have to do an LD line first. Browsers. Let's bring Chrome up first. Oh, well, that's thinking about that. Okay, do I have it in here? Or do I have it in the Chromium browser? Let's bring up the Chromium browser. No, it's not in this one. It's got to be in the Chrome browser. I just have to find it. Technology, no. Getting started, no. Question, getting started, Pico, no. Oh, wow, I can't find it. Just a sec. That was on the tail end here. Too many things. Sig Rock Pie. Okay, here we go. Building. There we go. So we built the thing. And our problem is the LD. The LD right here. So we need to specify the LD path. Non-standard directory LD path. No, as William, we need to do this. Oops. Export LD. I think it was this one here. Sorry you can't see the browser. I'm trying to read the lines here. Let me see. Chrome. Properties. There we go. Chrome. Should I think Google Chrome? There we go. And properties. Oh, it could be underneath. Just a sec. Chrome. There we go. Needs to be higher than the desktop. So that's what I'm actually looking at right here is this stuff. So this is what we need to do. I'm going to modify this pulse view thing here. Properties. Application. Home. And equals home lm sr and lib, I believe it is. Let's try that out. See if it runs. Yep, there we go. This is, let's see if I can find the help button in here. Save, session, run, show Kirkus. I rebuilt both these items with the current build codes on there. So let me just get rid of the browser. So this is should be pulse view 0.5, I think 0.2. So I don't think there's an integrated about on this thing, so bigger device. But as you can see, it knows about the Cypress FX2. Now the bonus of all this is after I built this, I found an interesting set of instructions. Let me see if I can find them again. Or did I bookmark them? I think I might have bookmarked them. Other. No, where did I put those? They were definitely a, maybe on the Chrome one I did it. Let's check its bookmarks. Oh, right. Maybe I should scroll down to the bottom of the bookmarks on the other one. Basically it was a trick into setting up a Docker container. Let's see, doc. This guy right here. Getting started. Oops, sorry, Chrome's not visible again. Getting started with Docker for ARM on Linux. So before, when I built the Raspberry Pi versions of SIGROC, all its stuff, and PulseView, I did it on a QEMU virtualization of, I think, a stretch version of Raspbian. And I do have it. If we go to the console here, if I go into work archives, I have the tar file here, this one right here. This one is version, I think, 4.0.4.1 or 0.4.2. One of the two. Okay. This new one I just built, you can see I built this one June 26, 2019. And I built the newest one. I just finished it after much fiddling. With a problematic linking to a library that was a real pain in the butt to fix. May 27. This SIGROC is 0.5.2, I think. If we go to SIGROC here and we look, I'm building SIGROC. Building on Linux. Yeah, 0.5.2. You just saw it right there. Sorry, I went past it really too. 052. And when you build all these tools, you need previous parts of it built also. So in order to build PulseView, you need the SIGROC libraries, the decode stuff, all this fun stuff here. And there's some of this at slightly different levels. So this SIGROC stuff is still at 4.0. The libSIGROC, I think, it might be slightly newer, 4.1 or something like that. But you get the idea. You follow all this. Now, they have a superscript. Build requirements. So this is the build requirements for building it. These are all the things you have to have. There is one other thing they glance over, but you do need to have it, is Sdcc, Small Device Compiler. You need that one. So you come over here, and yeah, you can get an app image of it. Yeah, there's some binaries of it, but it's all, Intel-based binaries or Mac or whatever. Windows, Linux, but not Raspberry Pi. Okay. So here's a superscript they want you to build, and I have a copy of it right here. Let's SIGROC cross compile script. Whoops. William type tag. Okay, so now what I did with this script is after I built the first everything up to PulseView, right? And now this is the dumb thing about this script. Notice this has remove build directory contents and create a new build directory. Well, you screw up somewhere in it, you're starting all over from scratch. And that was annoying because up to PulseView, everything built perfectly except PulseView. So I just remmed them out, right? You'll notice that the actual file is not remmed out. Now the key came all the way down to here, building PulseView. Okay. So I didn't need to download the Git of PulseView every single time I started to build. So I took this off. Git clone repo base and make the directory build. I already had the build directory. I just need to be in the build directory. Now, my biggest trick was a thing called libatomic. Libatomic goes together with the threading thingy or whatever, but it's specific to the CPU platform you're actually on. In our case, the ARM CPU. So it kept complaining, I can't link libatomic. I can't link libatomic. It's constantly doing this. I fiddled, and of course everything in PulseView is Qt/CMake, and I hate CMake. It's like a confusing mess to figure out. I mean, scripts build final product, right? So what I had to figure out was where could I stick into here, this file or the actual build files or wherever the linking files. Where can I stick and just simply tell it in classical C not naming -L atomic? What you see right here, that little section right there. Well, I needed this variable basically. Make linker flags. Like that. That one chunk right there. Let's zoom a little more so you can see it. And I'll just stretch the console screen out so it doesn't do that. So this chunk right here. I tried a number of places to put it. So I couldn't do it. So I built, there's another method of building in here, as you can see in the Chrome. And I'll just turn it on. Build manually. Right there. So this is what you do. You make sure you have all the parts. You follow these steps right here and you build it. Okay. And then you do a make install, of course, because it's going to have, the next one's going to need to find the previous one, basically. And you keep doing this, you keep doing this, you keep doing this until you come down to PulseView. So my fiddling with the make files, and I did find a spot. I didn't bother remembering where it was, but I didn't want the install from here. I didn't want any of these installs because they were all over the file system of the Docker container. I wanted that package of the with the other script, this one in the console here, would put it into a subdirectory in your home tree, basically, or wherever you were building it. Right? I wanted that version, all self-contained, all in one spot, yada. Okay, so once I verified in Chrome here on this build instruction that PulseView built, right? Everything built, not a problem. Now SMU View I haven't built because guess what? It's not in the script here. It's here in the manual build, and I'm not even sure what it is, right? But that's the only piece I haven't actually built. I suppose I could modify the build over here to make sure the right lines over there in the sorry, the piece on the console that I had to do that part. But anyway, I went back to that script back on console again because I know I could build PulseView. I could link to Atomic. I just had to figure out how to tell this script to do it. And of course, one of the problems in this thing is that every time you run it, it rebuilds everything, like all the CMake files. So whatever changes you try to make are gone. They're not there. And I could not find the proper place, and I didn't really want to spend hours and hours, which I already did, learning it. I said, could I modify? I noticed that on here I had some -d parameters, and I found in a forum that you could get around the Atomic just by specifying this one line. Sure enough, when I put the line in, I reran this for like the oomph time. PulseView built. It installed to the SR directory. Boing, done. I had a complete SIGROC / PulseView for Raspberry Pi stuff. Now, what I'm going to do with this, and I might do this, I left it over there, tomorrow, is I'll bring a Pi over here and hook it up, and we're going to hook this SIGROC, this stuff here, up to the Pi, and see if everything runs. If everything does its stuff correctly, right? And of course, I will have to remember how to run this properly, i.e., let me show the desktop again. This line right here, basically. LD, library path, blah, 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 home. In this case, in the Pi, it'll be /home /pi /sr, right? And to run everything. Once I do that, no problem. I should be able to run SIGROC / PulseView off of Raspberry Pi. And I had one person ask me in one of my few little posts I ever get if it could be done. Well, I got it done. And I got the current version too. Ooh, that is right. Quite the big font here. I better shrink that down a little bit. So yes, I have a up-to-date SIGROC for Raspberry Pi. Lots of effort, a few days of work, fiddling with Docker container. But it works. So in order to run the Pi over here, we're going to have to, and I'm just going to turn off desktop here. We're going to, and console. We don't need console for the moment. We're going to need a screen. So I have my little favorite screen here. Ta-da. And my little driver board. Ta-da. And the nice thing about this whole arrangement of this guy here is we have HDMI, VGA, and component. S-Video. So we should be able to run any Pi on that screen, basically. And we will do that. Then we have to hook it up to test our thing here to see if we're actually getting a signal. We'll need a signal generator, and I have one over there on the computer. I have this little, let's see if I can get it without disturbing too many things up over here. Oh, here we go. We have this, and I have the cable somewhere. Basically, it's a bit of a signal generator. The idea, power it up, turn it on, and through the screen here, you send some signal out. And you can change and you can actually see on here the type of signal you're sending. So if you're sending a square wave or sine wave or triangle wave, right? So if we send out let's say 100 hertz sine wave in here, or let's say a square wave, and we hook this up, we should see in pulse view. Let me turn the desktop on for a sec and go to pulse view. We should see on one of these probes off, on, off, on, off, on. Just like at 100 pulses per second. That's the idea. So this comes down to actually, that just tests this out. That's all this does. That's all I bought this basic board for, was to be a poor man's signal generator. Okay. Now, what we really want to do, and I can't reach it, is place down our 6502 on our little whiteboard. And I don't even think I have one on a board. No, that one's not it. This is a little demonstration of a text display I was playing with a while back. So we need a board. I think I have one over there, but I can't reach it properly at the moment without getting up. But the idea is I have some Z80s, I have some 6502s, and if we use our Arduino, we can use, like, say, a Mega and an interface to it, and we can generate a clock signal for it so that the CPU actually can boot. Well, there's no RAM hooked up or anything like that, but you can read the registers. And if you put this on that, well, guess what? You can actually see what's coming out. Another thing this can do, if we bring the desktop back again, in pulse view, there is an option in here, protocol decoder. So we can actually decode a whole bunch of protocols. So if you hooks, let's say I hook on the I2C bus, right? Some of these cables, we could, in theory, decode the I2C. Where is encoding? Coding I2C. I don't know. There, I2C. Integrated circuit. So, in fact, they only need 2 wires on that thing to do that. So I should be able to do that. Ooh, don't know. What else? Now, this is all new territory for me. I've never done this. It's taken me this long just to get a good working copy and a build and everything working. Even the install of a 2004 Ubuntu, the version of PulseView that is actually installed is like it's like version 4.1. Sorry, 0.4.1. Right? And this is 0.52. And some of the stuff in here, some of the apps in here, I think SIGROC CLI and stuff like that, are actually version 0.7 point something. Someone mentioned in a forum that one of the reasons people are wanting the 5 version is there's some sort of session thing that is in there. Oh, this is cute. Just fiddling with this case I got with the Raspberry Pi. This thing. It has a little door of some sort. Okay. Of course, like everything else, this is adult proof. Ah, there we go. Oh, okay. So that's how it works. So you can take this off, and you can put the Raspberry Pi in here, like so. It's on here. Well, that fits really nicely. Is that the right way? Yep. Except we're tilted for some reason. Why are we tilted? There we go. Oh, I see. Whoa. Did we just break something? No. Oh, that's why. Something's not right. Where's my pokey device? I had it in my hand. Here it is. Wow. Okay, now I'm not happy with the design. This is stupid. Okay. Not very good. Come on. There. So. Oh, they would have me put it under there. Okay, okay. I see now. Definitely William proof. So we still need to put the pins on. So that's that little bag that was here. This one. So this has to go in here. Like so. Well, I want to solder this anyway, so let's do it. Oh. Oh. I'll take a minute or so to heat up. And let's not melt all our parts over here. No, not over there. Over here. And where did I do with that solder? Blee, 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 blee. Ah, here it is. So we want to put our pins on. Like so. And let us get our little tripod here. Definitely got to do something about the USB for that camera. Now I don't know if I can do this. Oh yeah, I can. Here we go. Oop. poke myself. Well, let's see. Mr. Pencil, how hot are you today? Not bad. Okay, so we have not very solderable thing. I wonder if I have to get some other rosin out. There we go. Hmm. Yeah, it'd be nice when the fan comes in for the fume extraction. Okay. Okay, a little more. So I watched on Netflix last night the rest of the New York mob. Wow. Technology was so antiquated at that time. It's amazing. You're seeing a FBI bug that they put on the mafia, and the bug was the size of this Raspberry Pi. Pico. And you're watching these FBI guys do film, you know, not digital and stuff like this. It's like, man, yet they still managed to bug the top crime bosses in New York City and managed to get them all. Except for the very biggest leader who got himself killed the day after he got arrested. All because some of his associates were doing a cardinal role wrong in the mob. Yeah, apparently at the time, the mob did not do drugs. Hey, they're like the poster child for FBI. Don't do drugs. Well, yeah, apparently they don't. Okay, so that goes in there. That goes into here. Now, that little, what is with that little black thing right here? You would have me go underneath. This is the tricky part, man. What are you guys doing to me? I don't like this. You cannot get this underneath that thing that way. So, yeah, so it sits right on top. Okay, I don't like it. Where's my cutters? This is dumb. The professional dumb design here. This is called cut it off. Good thing it's plastic. Now this will fit better in. Yep. Yep. There we go. Nice and in. And then, of course, this piece here goes on top of here with the camera port out, the SD card on this side, HDMI thingy on that side. Sorry. Yes, HDMI. I have one dongle over there. You know, I should have more of them, but I only have one. I have to maybe get some from work. I know we have a pile of these things. And then two HDMI ports. And then all things sticks out. nicely like that. Now, in theory, so let's go find it. Not that device. Feather hoo-ha, no. Not that one. OLED, this guy right here. This guy right here. So this is the Bonnet Matrix. So in theory, this can go on top of this. Like so. Voila. Also, what you can do on this thing, since these pins here are this piece here, you can put a row of pins here to get access to some of these at the same time, which I probably will solder in later. But this now is with a camera. My goal is put a camera on here, and I've got a camera, and tie all this together. Now, the only thing I wonder is that the 5-volt in here, do I need the power on here anymore? Because if I remember correctly, on the GPIO pins, and how I was this on the Pi 4, these 4 pins up here were dealing with power. Now, I have my little chart here, but this is the Pico, so no good. Now, they do have 4 pins here, 5 volts, probably 3 in ground, something like that. Yep, 3 and SDA, SCLTX. So this thing here is a block, and then you have all these guys here: OE, clock, 18, CA, B2E. So we'll have to find out if putting 5 volts in here actually powers it up. Now, do I have? Yes, I do. So this is my little 5-volt power thingy. I don't have a power switch. Let's have a look at this, just to make sure. I'm pretty sure that was 5 volts anyway. I needed to keep one on the bench. No, it's 9 volts. No good. Can't have that. And I don't think I have a 5 volt here. I do over there on that bench. Okay. So, yeah, I had this for, I think, breadboards like this. Not this one. This one. So like this, so that you can plug it into here, like so. And basically what you put on the jumpers here, one bus on this side could be 5 volts, and one bus on that side could be 3 volts. And I think I currently have them both set to 5 volts. So that was that. So I don't have one here readily. And of course, yeah. Just a sec. I'm going to go to the bench and get the other adapter. Okay. So this is the other Raspberry Pi I have here, and I have on it this adapter. Oh yeah, this signal HDMI. Oh right. Okay. Sorry, that's video. Okay, so USB power in is the end point. So, and it'll be this guy here. And this guy goes onto here. So what we just need to figure out, did I actually power this up? Might not have. Let's just take the bonnet off for a sec. There we go. I don't know. I don't have an HDMI cable here, so I can't hook that thing up. Let's test it with the other one. Yeah, there's a short activity light. I think I have to have an SD card in the 0 before it'll do anything properly. So let's put this one in here. There we go. And then we plug it in. Yeah, see, it blinked. It's actually booting next right now. There we go. Where's the light on this? There, you can see the little green LED right there, showing that it's booting. Whoa, that's quite the white shoot out. So on this one, I kind of damaged the connector over here. So I don't think I'll ever be removing the yellow cable on this guy here. So I have to come up with a 5-volt brick, and I do have them, just not here. So well, here's a 5-volt Canakit brick, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so this guy's no good. See, USB-C. I need a barrel connector. And I don't think I have another brick in here. I have this one here. That one's 12 volts. Right barrel, wrong voltage. But over there I have brand new in some boxes, and I have some others with the actual 5 volt. I'll worry about that later. So I will have to just leave this off because I want to put on all these connectors. Ooh, I got some solder on this one. Or they got some solder on it. I didn't solder yet. So we'll get a row of pins on here, a double block over there, and I have a little container. Not this one, but similar. It actually can. Oh yeah, I do have them in here. In theory, this could go there, like so. So that header is there. Or it could be in pin form. I have the double row pinny thingies over in another container. Okay. So that's playing with the hat. And so I wonder what happens when I power this guy up here. So this is also could go on here, like so. This is also meant for this. Heck, I don't even know what will happen. Let's power it up. I do have an OS on here, so not the USB-C cable. Oops. Let's not damage the cable. Let's put power on here. It's booting. I have no idea what's going to happen. This is the fun stuff. I have no idea how to use this yet. Number 6, number 5, and then a 4 position. I think this does the screen scrolling. You know, I'm not even sure what's on that card. I actually need to boot it up and find out. Well, it is booting, but I don't know what's on it. I wonder if we're going to need just the command line version of Raspbian on here, not the one with the GUI. Turn the GUI off. Nothing yet. Doing lots and lots of blinky blinky. Yeah, no, this probably is not working right. But you get the idea. That's another one to play with. I'm going to take it off. In theory, I should be able to put it on the Pico too. So, but no, not the Pico. I can't put it on there. It is definitely for Raspberries. Okay. What else was the other one here? No, that was a board. That was a display. And Huzzah was a board. And that was a board. And that was another one for the Pi. Okay. Yeah, so, okay. We have a bit of work to do. Really, I need to get that screen working so that I can just plug into it. I need to find a short HDMI cable too. Well, short is a relative term. I need a thin one. A thin HDMI, not a long, thick HDMI. So, what time is it? Oh, well. Have I been recording? Yeah, quite a bit. So those are all my toys I'm going to play with. I have to learn how to access the camera, of course. Don't know how to do that yet. If you're still interested in the SIGROC compile for the ARM, well, we'll find out tomorrow. I'm going to test it out tomorrow. We are going to copy this archive. Really? Let's show the desktop. There we go. That's interesting. Okay. We are going to transfer this to a Raspberry Pi and then put that on there. And I just realized if this end is an A and that end is a B, how am I going to hook it to the Pi? Oh, I'll have to put it on a regular Pi, not even try to put it on a 0. I don't have a conversion job from this to that. I don't even know they even exist. I have to go look at cables. But that would be pretty funky. Pulse view running on the 0 doing signal detection, but I think the Pi would be better for this. So, but I think I'm going to cut it here, push this up, and let you be bored to death. Or maybe not.